Hey guys, this is Matt Higgins. I just wanted to real quick talk about the incident with Winston Brooks and APS and the Twitter account. Um, I really believe that everybody should own up to what they do, whether it's good or bad. A lot of times people will only own up to the good. So they'll do something really good and they'll want credit for it. I did this, I did that. But when they do something bad, they try to avoid doing that. And I really think that it should be the opposite. Um, I heard a few things where people saying maybe they should take down access to the Twitter account. I completely disagree with that. I think you should just leave it up and just own up to what he did. I think they should just leave it, let people see it, and just accept it. And it was something that happened. It was a mistake made. I think he needs to just come out and apologize, and just deal with whatever consequences there are. Everybody's responsible for the consequences of their actions, and I don't think that he should ever be in a position to where he can avoid those. I think he needs to just own up to it, come out, apologize, and whatever the consequences are, he has to go from there. I think damage control should be just owning the situation and not for the sake of doing what's right, not for the sake of keeping his job. A lot of times people will do things, they'll do the apologies just so they can keep their job, and I don't think that's right. I think especially when it's a publicly appointed position, or a position where you are in charge of something as important as the education of our children. So it might not be a publicly appointed position, but it is a position that is very important to the public, and so it's a public service job. He shouldn't be doing it to save his job. If him losing his job is the consequence, then that should just be it. That should be the end of it. He needs to lose his job if that's what is required. And he shouldn't do an apology to save his job. He made a mistake, and if that's the consequence of his mistake, then so be it. He needs to move on from that. But I think the most important thing is to have some transparency. Admit that he made a mistake, admit that what he did was wrong, and definitely own up to what he did. I think taking everything down is the biggest mistake that he could possibly make. So I really think the most important thing he can do is own his own mistakes.